Welcome back to the Enneagram 4 Enneagrief Smart Shopping YouTube channel, and we're going to call it Enneafriend for channel today because there's two segments, and the first one is about this god-awful wig. I hate this wig. I've been walking in and out of my closet all week like, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. I bought it when I was going to a Lady Gaga concert a couple of years ago, along with a couple of other wigs, and I put it on and I was like, oh dear God, no. So I lent it to a friend who was also going with me to the concert. In retrospect, Ashley, I'm really sorry. And that sort of segues into the main part of the first section of this video, which is, I told you, if you have a wig, you have a friend. But that was just the first part. The second part of that is some friends are questionable. And for me, this wig is a questionable friend. But I don't give up on people very easily, or wigs for that matter. I just didn't know what to do with it. But I've firmly come to believe in the process of being me that I can do hard things, right? And if I'm afraid of something, I'm just gonna go for it. So I put this wig on, and then I thought, okay, what is it that's really bothering me? And I realized it's this contrast between the white and the lavender. It's just very, very striking and loud. And for me, it's that begging of like, pay attention to me, pay attention to me. When I want attention, I mean, I want attention, but I don't want people to think that I want attention. So it's like striking that balance, right? So what is it? So I put it on and I was like, what could I do to bring it down a little bit? It's too unnatural, right? I mean, I didn't have to tell you today that this isn't my real hair. So what could I do to pull it down? And then I realized, pull something from the natural world to meet that unnatural hair, and you might get something like this that's super natural. And that's what I did. This headpiece was my father's mother's. It's my least favorite of all the headpieces. I'm sure you'll see more of those in the videos to come. But it draws from the natural world, and I think what it does is it just takes this wig and just it brings it down a couple notches. And so even I feel in kind of seeing it in the video frame now, I feel like my spirit is getting calmer. The whole thing kind of makes more sense. Like when you put Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger in twins together, and apart they don't really make sense to me, but together it just works. So same thing in life. If you have a friend that just doesn't make sense to you, or a pair of friends, or if there's something about a friend that's really bothering you and you're not like, oh, I don't know if I want to be with this person, pair them with something else. See how it goes. Give them a try. I don't abandon things easily. So that's my suggestion. That's the first part of the Enneafriend thing for this one. The second one is this. I got, well, I didn't get, I just saw sort of lurking a tweet from my friend Ella, who, as it happens, makes up about 1/10 of my subscribership. And she said, she was struggling because she said, I'm on the PRT and there's a woman listening to Christian rock music out loud. And then she said and observed astutely, like, this is distinctly not the move, right? So I'm like, okay, I understand that, and I'm feeling her pain with that. But then she tweeted again and she said, oh my goodness, she's singing along out loud. And then I thought, oh, Ella, I might actually have something to offer you, because that might be an Enneagram 4. And then she tweeted a third and final tweet of the tweet series that said, now she's crying and singing, beep, do I do? Beep, do I do? Ella, we're not supposed to type other people in terms of the Enneagram, but I'm going to go ahead and say this is totally an Enneagram 4 that you're dealing with here. And so there's a couple of options. This is a section on how to be a friend to an Enneagram 4. The first option is just let her go. She is comfortable listening and singing and crying out. She's doing her thing. She's in her element. She's clearly okay with what she's doing. Just let her go. You be you, and she can live into her authentic self on the PRT. I don't know if that's a train or a moving walkway or what it is, but like she's gonna be herself. Now, if you want to engage, you could cry alongside of her. But if you're sort of not an emotional person, or you have if you're a dry crier and it won't be obvious, then the other thing that you can do is sing along with her. Now, it sounds like, Ella, that you don't know Christian rock music, which is commendable, but also no problem at all. What you're going to want to do is identify the 3 chords that are being sung, and then imagine Jesus as your romantic interest. And then you're going to go ahead and just put some words out there. And you're going to want to use the word just every once in a while to really solidify to become a cohesive unit with this woman, and I think you'll have a connection. Now, if you don't want to do anything, but you'd like to do someone else to do something, what you're going to want to do is locate an Enneagram 2. These are the helpers on the Enneagram, and they are super helpful. And actually, on our next video segment, we'll be calling into my friend's Enneagram 2 helpline. So she'll give you more information on how to engage this person on the PRT, or anyone on a moving walkway, really, and how to be super helpful. Side note, I have this little pet project I'm doing, which is to petition the airlines to allow for Enneagram 2s to be emotional support companions on airplanes. Because think about it, they let peacocks on already, and if you had an Enneagram 2, that's somebody that can listen to you, give you feedback, also hand you tissues, maybe even use their own air miles or credit cards to like bump you up into business at least, or first class even, so that they have a little bit more room at your feet. And the possibilities are just endless. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments below so that we can get more of a movement. I'll probably start some sort of GoFundMe thing, just because I feel a lot of passion around this, and I know a lot of you twos out there are going to want to help. So anyway, that's it for the video today. If you have a wig, you have a friend. Some friends are more difficult than others. Pair 2 things that don't really go together, and maybe you'll come up with something fabulous. We can do hard things. Subscribe to my YouTube site, even though it won't do anything for you, just to make me feel better about myself. And I hope you have a wonderful day.